Yeah, I mean, tribe, the tribe matters.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
the people around you matter. I mean, you want to do cool shit with cool people,
Yeah, brother. Yes.
and people who to and will challenge you better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the whole thing. What we that's the big piece of IMA, integrated martial athletics, is the tribe. You know, am I the greatest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach in the world? No. Am I the greatest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in the world? No. Am I the greatest Muay Thai coach? No. Are my guys, well, I do have some champions. I do have masters, old guys doing old guy jiu-jitsu, world champion here.
That's great.
But that's something I never, ever had a desire to do.
Wasn't
I'm
the
like,
point,
I'm,
right?
and I'm, I, it's weird because I'm sitting here because I think 12 guys, and I say guys and girls. It's my one line guys.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sure.
know, competing, next weekend. So yeah, we are, an athletic in doing competition stuff here.
That's
But
great.
I guess I'm old. I just lost my train of thought. So what was the actual
Brother,
question?
you're all good. We just were talking. You actually were just filling us in on
Yeah,
the five venoms, if you
yeah,
will, right? And
yeah.
also how well what I saw and I threw out there is how that dealing with those five venoms kind of helps with the integration with mind, body, spirit, community, all those different
Yeah. Okay.
things.
Yeah, we're talking about
Because
tribe. Yeah.
yeah, we're
And then
talking
we're
about
talking about
tribe,
the
people to
name.
lean on, right? And people to
Yeah.
lean on us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 100%. And integrated martial athletics as a name, there's no secret sauce to it. There really was less like thought process behind it
Hmm.
and more you know, of a kind of like a legal thing. So check it out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. There's usually
Um,
a through line through all those things.
so one of my business ventures, I was part of a fitness franchise,
Okay.
and when we were getting out of that, and we were dissolving one entity, and moving on to the other. They were, well, believe it, they were a kickboxing based thing. I will give them no advertisement
Yeah.
at all, but they could have come after people who are coming out of the franchise
Okay. Yeah.
because if you're teaching kickboxing, regardless if it's Muay Thai or some, you
Cardio
know,
kickboxing. It's
cardio
like the same
kickboxing, yeah.
thing, kind of, in their eyes.
Yeah, did you probably saw like the orb around me, like I'm having a loading moment because I didn't want to curse. So I
Ah,
was having a
it's
loading moment.
okay. That's all
Um,
right. For the cursing or the orbiting
yeah,
moment, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
We're all good here.
So um, and I was going when I left, I had to do a whole different concept. So I was going to teach Muay Thai. I was going to teach Jiu-Jitsu, but I wanted a fitness concept. So I brought my love of kettlebells in. So there's
Uh-oh.
no way that you can, they can come after me for
Yeah.
athletics,
Mm-hmm.
martial athletics.
Athletics.
And that's another thing here is for all the, and this is for the instructors too, is like,
Mm-hmm.
you're the example mentally, emotionally, and physically the example. Be in shape. Be in shape. And now I want to, so now, a, you know, I've been a personal trainer, strength coach, former physical therapy assistant. I've been in the fitness world, for a long time.
For a
That's
while now.
been my job. That
Mm-hmm.
was my job before I opened the school. There is another guy he's not in the top five of like the people who are formable,
Mm-hmm.
but he's gonna come into the conversation now. There is Coach Tom Furman,
Okay.
and I actually have this written down. So I have my notes here because he's he's been in and around me since an old Warriors Way International
Mm-hmm.
DVD set that, which by the way are tremendous. If they're out there, I think Two on Harley has them all for digital download.
Great.
Yeah. So uh, it was the Mafalindo Series 1 DVD that,
Okay.
you know, so Tom Furman, this is when, like, the internet was that you could like message someone through a like a chat room or some shit.
Mhm.
And he had said that was really, really great. Do you know this series? And over the years we've had interactions, and he'd recently, very recently actually, because of my YouTube explosion, so to speak, and my social media explosion. And I'm using explosion. I'm
That's what
quoting.
they call it nowadays. You didn't make it up. You're not tooting your own horn. That's what they
Yeah,
call
no,
it.
I mean, because honestly, social media is pretty silly. Um, and he said, "Hey, I think actually, I'm gonna rewind that a bit further back. So like 4 years ago, right out in base, we'd always touch base back and he had said, you know what you should do? You should do a C-Lot to BJJ comparison video series. Just like out of the blue one day. I'm like, what?
Huh.
For real? Because yeah, you're talented, you're physical, you speak well, you should do it. Here, check out this outline. And I'm like looking at it going, oh shit, that's actually pretty cool. But anyway, so long story short about Coach Tom and I is, we were interacting, and then a few months ago, again, this is going back to, now the YouTube channel's blowing up and all that stuff. He
Mhm.
says, hey, you should let me train you. And I have a laundry list of credentials and all this stuff here. And I'm like, all right, let me, I'll talk. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. So he calls me up. He's a funny dude. I mean, he's older than me. He's 69. He's still an absolute stud. And he's an old school Guru Dan guy too. So, it's
Yeah.
hard not to like him. And
I bet.
it's hard not to like him. And he is salty AF. And I mean that in the best way. You know, he's a salty OG. And I love that. And
I
so I get
get
on the phone with
what
him. The
I'm getting
first thing
here,
I,
coach, is that you don't wonder what he's thinking.
no,
Like,
not at all.
that's great.
And the first thing I said to him was, I said, Tom, if you tell me I look fat in my videos, it's going to be a very different conversation. And now he said, no, absolutely not. He says, but what if I can help you move like you did back in those videos in 2005? And I'm like, now
Hmm.
you're talking. Let's go. And now
Yeah.
this is again the formable thing here, and I had to write this here. And he says, remember that, you know, you're a martial artist all of your life. You're a martial athlete part of your life, but you should train athletically for all of your life. And I'm like,
Profound.
I mean, that's gold right there.
Mhm.
And, you know, having the athleticism, the work capacity, the strength, the mobility to do all the reps that you're going to need to get good is important. And
Yeah.
again, there's a whole thing of like even see Joe Bruce Lee would talk about why is it all these old masters where their chi settle in their belly? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Black belt's
what
disease
the black
sometimes.
belt disease.
Yeah.
And you see that in more often than not. And yes, I get injuries happen. I mean,
Mhm.
I've had a very, very good martial art life.
Mhm.
And but if we start talking about, oh, remember that time, remember this time, remember that time, remember, when you were training, you know, these guys, I mean,
Mhm.
elbows, knees, backs, shoulders, necks, hips,
Yeah.
everything is not what it used to be. But you can get a lot of it back. And that's not going to be an excuse not to do the hard work to be in the best shape that you could possibly have. And again, you might be stuck with a bad hand of cards,
Mhm.
but you can maximize that hand and play it to the best of your abilities. So, because, that's why I tell because I have, students, again, all adults from 18-year-old studs up to 77-year-olds. My private lesson,
Mhm.
Michael, who's my oldest student in tenure. He actually was the first one to sign up at my brick and mortar, 2003.
Wow.
my first, I think, if not the first one, the first five.
Mhm.
Um, and he's 77 now. So he's also my oldest in chronology.
Mhm.
He's, dealing with Parkinson's and spinal stenosis. So his training is not what your training would be.
Mhm.
But the mission is to make him stronger to be able to fight that battle
Yeah, brother.
and have better longevity and better quality of life there. Because strength is the mother skill. I mean, that's, it's irrefutable. Stronger people are more durable, harder to kill, and just thoroughly more useful. And the
Mhm.
stronger you are, the better you can do all these other tasks, whether it be work capacity, aerobic conditioning, durability, be strong.
Yeah.
Lift weights, be strong. And that's, treat yourself like a martial athlete. Even though your career might be a small window, you still have to train like a martial athlete all your life.